Alright, welcome to my latest versus battle video. Right now we'll go over Ronan the Accuser versus Sinestro. Sinestro himself, he scales directly to or slightly around or below Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, whom can fight General Zod. Zod being a Superman villain, whom I would say is one of the tougher Superman villains, and recently went through and was around 3 yellow suns, doubling the amount of energy he receives and theoretically his power. And Superman himself is already past immeasurable speed, so his speed feats are kind of incalculable, with him being able to move so fast that time is a non-factor, with him being able to travel back in time, perceive people that are moving faster than the speed of light, to the point that light-based attacks aren't really anything for them. Examples being Firestorm, Black Lightning, so on and so forth, and even with Superman's lasers being called, his heat vision being called lasers, and having reflective qualities to them. Sinestro, in his ring, has the power to allow him to to put holes through Mongol. Mongol is someone that is strong enough to knock out Superman, although it was over a prolonged fight, so it's not exactly in one punch. He is shown to be a Superman level fighter, with Superman's own raw power being multiversal, or high outer, probably high outer. High outer, basically think of it like there's one dimension that's filled with other things within it, to the point that planet level is small in comparison. Then you have the stuff that the ring allows Sinestro to be able to do. The ring grants Sinestro the ability to sense people and things around him, their intentions, danger, what they're thinking, allowing him to induce fear in them by creating constructs of their worst fears. He can fly, shoot energy beams, and create weapons, with him being known as one of the greatest tacticians in the universe, by the Guardian standards, and the Guardians have lived over millennias, over eons, and they've been around since, I'm pretty sure they've been around since the start of the universe in DC, and sort of helped manipulate and create the DC universe into what it is now. So, considering all that, he would be up there in terms of his tactical mind, being able to figure out things, and considering he's an archaeologist and all the other shit you can see in space, especially in DC Comics, where you have gongs that can disturb organic technology, like Blue Beetle's tech. Well, that's just pretty good. In terms of tactical knowledge. Then we have Ronan the Accuser. Ronan, his speed is scaled to Silver Surfer, so he's right on that edge of immeasurable. He is able to box up with the likes of Black Bolt, the Thing, and is known as a rival to Super Skrull. Characters like Silver Surfer, the Thing, are all sort of around that Hulk tier ish in terms of durability, power, and speed, and in terms of all that combined with Super Scroll, him being a peer rival to him, I would say that Ronan's physical stats, durability, and AP, at least its durability is. I'm not too sure about his punches, but he is physically durable enough to withstand multiversal attacks from the likes of Super Scroll. Then you have his insane endurance with it being a miracle that he survived the beating that he went through, with the doctors that took care of him, even saying that they thought that he was dead. Then you go into uh, all his, for instance, his speed. I would say it's still on the edge of immeasurable. Then we get into some of his abilities. He can shoot energy beams out of his eyes that, from the calcs and all the images that I've seen, these energy beams are multi-city block level in terms of destructive output. And they also can shorten out technology once they hit something. His suit itself, it can increase the gravity of objects and things around him, so he's able to send people into the stratosphere so long as he's touching them. And if they're touching him, well, he can electrocute them and freeze them, covering them in ice. Then he has his universal weapon. This weapon is actually pretty solid. I would say it's better than the power ring, as it can manipulate the elements, increase the gravity around opponent like the Thing, who at the time I believe is solar system level. He can manipulate a person's power level, increasing the Human Torch's power to the making it so he can't control his own abilities. He can send people to other dimensions, forcing them to be there. He can manipulate and cover people in sub-zero temperatures. He can steal plasma from the air, completely nullifying fire-based attacks. He can manipulate the earth around him. He can control the age of things, like when he manipulated Sue Storm's age, and he can walk through force fields with it. Then you have, although it's a one-time thing that I've seen, it is pretty neat nonetheless. He has this little device that once he places on something, it acts like a localized black hole and sucks whoever it was on into itself. Pretty neat. To the verdict, to who would win. It is sort of a raw deal for Sinestro, as Ronan's universal weapon is able to negate some of Sinestro's abilities, like fluctuating his power level, so the ring would probably just decrease in power over time. He can just walk through the barrier Sinestro tries to create. He can ban him to other dimensions or his creations. Literally manipulating the terrain as well. If Sinestro tries to get up close in combat, the ice would be able to make it harder for Sinestro to hurt him. Ronan is just really good, and he might be able to take some of Sinestro's attacks. That's a heavy might, but I'm not done with you yet. Sinestro has a thing inside his ring called Parallax. Parallax is the entity of fear. This being is once inside of someone able to boost their power using all the fear in the universe. Basically, like anyone that is afraid of him, uh, he gains their power like a normal Yellow Lantern ring, but he's connected to all of them. So he's literally the concept of fear. Um, with this power, he is able to overwhelm Hal Jordan, who's in that Kryptonian tier. Then you have all of Sinestro bodying and being able to at least fight Mongol, who's in that Kryptonian tier as well, although slightly below Superman whenever he's not trying to hold back and not kill someone. Uh, Mongol. So I would say that with this, although it would be a minor amp, it would allow Sinestro to get past the fact that Ronan can decrease his power. So overall, I think that Sinestro wins. It's mainly due to the fact that Parallax is an easy W for Sinestro. Sinestro's gonna be able to snap Ronan's universal weapon, as Ronan can't call it back to him, and can't activate it or use it when it's not in his hands. Although he does have some neat abilities with his suit, they're not ranged abilities like Sinestro's, and Sinestro can just cover Ronan up and then shoot dozens of spikes through him until he's dead. That's how it goes. Sorry if it's a little bit anticlimactic, but it's what I got. Thank you all for watching. Hit the like button if you like the video. Hit subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell notification when you want to know when a new video pops up. And I will see you all next time. Bye.